For the first time in history, China's trade surplus topped $1 trillion as the countries redirect shipments to non-U.S. markets. In November, exports to European nations, Australia, and Southeast Asia surged, while shipments to the U.S. fell sharply. Economists say Washington's steep tariffs, averaging around 48%, continue to weigh on Chinese exporters' profit margins.
The world's second-largest economy has ramped up efforts to diversify its export markets since Trump took office again. It's been pursuing closer trade ties with Southeast Asia and the EU. Beijing had used Chinese firms' global footprint to establish new production hubs for low-tariff access. Customs data showed on Monday that China's exports grew 5.9% year-on-year. The data showed Chinese shipments to the U.S. dropped 29% in November year-on-year. That was even though the month began with news that the U.S. and China had agreed to scale back some of their tariffs. Exports to the European Union grew an annual 14.8% last month, while shipments to Australia surged by over a third.
As China's exports surpass the $1 trillion milestone, European nations are raising concerns over the growing trade gap. Exports are up more than 5% this year, reaching around $3.4 trillion. European leaders say the imbalance is becoming increasingly hard to ignore. On Sunday, French President Emmanuel Macron warned that if Beijing doesn't address it, Europe could impose higher tariffs on Chinese imports, similar to the U.S. He says Europe is losing momentum in areas like automobiles, technology, and luxury goods. According to the Wall Street Journal, China now makes up around 15% of global exports and nearly one-third of all goods shipped worldwide by volume. In other words, for every container coming in from Europe, 4 are leaving China. Meanwhile, China is expanding its exports beyond Western markets, shipping more goods into regions like Africa, Southeast Asia, and Latin America. In Southeast Asia's 6 largest economies, Chinese exports have jumped more than 20% compared to last year, according to the Financial Times. Economists say part of the surge comes from dumping, where Beijing floods foreign markets with cheaper goods and squeezing local producers. That's now prompting tighter import rules and tariff discussions across Asian and European countries.